Acer Spin 1 review. It's not difficult to find a 2-in-1 that costs under $400, but in this price range, you normally have to settle for a system with a dull, low-res screen and so-so build quality. Enter the Acer Spin 1 SP11132NC2X3. One of the best laptop values around. The $329 Spin 1 has a sleek, metal chassis, a snappy keyboard and one of the most colorful screens we've seen on any laptop at any price. Acer even includes an active pressure-sensitive stylus in the box. While we wish the battery life were better, this 11.6-inch laptop is the best budget 2-in-1 you can get in one of the best sub-$400 laptops overall. Design. The Acer Spin 1 doesn't look anything like a $329 laptop. Its gunmetal gray aluminum chassis stands out in a price band where cheap, glossy plastic is the norm. I particularly like the subtle crosshatch pattern on the dark gray lid and how it contrasts with the shiny, silver hinge area. Thick screen bezels, however, keep the inside of the system from looking quite as stunning as the outside of the package. At just 2.65 pounds and 11.4 by 7.9 by 0.56 inches thick, the Spin 1 is thin, light and compact, enough to take anywhere. Competitors such as the Dell Inspiron 11 3000 2-in-1 and HP Pavilion X360 11-inch both weighed 3 or more pounds and were 0.2 to 0.3 inches thicker. Like any 11.6-inch laptop, Acer's 2-in-1 may seem a little too small for adults who want a larger keyboard and screen and a more substantial object to balance on their laps. When you're buying a sub-$400 laptop, build quality is always a concern. However, the Spin 1 feels solid and sturdy. The hinges, which bend the screen back 360 degrees into tablet or 10 modes, were strong and tight, offering just the right amount of resistance. The keyboard didn't suffer from flex like we see on many affordable laptops. During the test period, I also accidentally knocked the laptop off of my desk and onto a carpeted floor, and it suffered no noticeable damage. Ports. For a laptop this thin, the Acer Spin 1 has a decent selection of ports. On the left side, you'll find a USB 3.0 port, a full-size HDMI out connector and a micro SD card reader, which could help increase the laptop's paltry 32 GB of storage. The right side holds a USB 2.0 port and a 3.5mm audio jack. Display. The 11.6-inch screen on the Spin 1 is so bright and colorful that it has caused me to question my assumptions about the laptop industry. If Acer can put a 1920 by 1080 IPS touch display this vibrant on a $329 laptop, why can't manufacturers offer this kind of display quality in their $800 and $1,000 laptops? When I watched a 1080p trailer for The Last Jedi, the red wall behind Kylo Ren and some billowing red smoke really popped, while the foliage on AHCHTA was alive with rich green shades. Fine details, like gears in Luke's mechanical hand in the rocks that Rey levitates, were sharp and clear. According to our colorimeter, the Spin 1 can reproduce an impressive 129% of the sRGB color gamut, about 26% more than the ultra-portable average. The Dell Inspiron 11 3000 2-in-1 and HP Pavilion X360 both offer far fewer colors, hitting just 81 and 70% of the gamut, respectively. Acer's 2-in-1 is also extremely bright, hitting 349 nits of brightness in our tests, which is 22% above the category average. The Inspiron 11 3000 2-in-1 is 12% dimmer than the Spin, but still bright, while the Pavilion X360 screen returned an awful 193 nits, which is 44% less than Acer's laptop. Keyboard and touchpad. When it comes time to type on most budget laptops, particularly 11-inchers like the Spin 1, I geared myself for an unpleasant experience. However, Acer's 2-in-1 blew away my expectations with a snappy, responsive keyboard that didn't have any of the flex or key stiffness I often see on much more expensive systems. The keys have a solid 1.4mm of vertical travel, which is pretty deep for a system this thin. 1.52mm is typical on a full-size laptop and require a 67 grams of force to actuate. Using the keyboard, I achieved a rate of 101 words per minute, with a 3.5% error rate on the 10fastfingers.com test, which is right in the middle of my usual range. The 4.1 by 2.3 inch buttonless touchpad provided accurate navigation, without any jerkiness. It also responded immediately to multi-touch gestures such as pinch to zoom and 3-finger swipe.